Hey, what's up, guys? It's ZDL Sports Nation back with another Bracketology and Zach. It's Friday. It's the Friday. Conference semifinals are going today. Conference quarterfinals are going today. In less than 48 hours, we're going to be waking up and getting ready for our field.
We are. This is probably one of the best days of college basketball today. The amount of good matchups we have today is going to be awesome. And it's our final bracketology of the season before the actual bracket.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. It's going to be exciting. There's some stuff we got to say here, Zach. We got to address some stuff throughout the video.
For sure. Last one.
But let's get it going, guys. And we're going to spend some time here. We're going to spend more time than usual talking about the bubble because I think this is where a lot of interest is right now, Zach.
I do too.
So on Joe Lunardi's bracket right now, he has Miami sitting as the last four bye. And they're coming off a win against Boston College in overtime yesterday. Or not Boston. Boston College in overtime yesterday. And then they play Duke today. They got a shot in that one. I think Duke barely escaped Syracuse yesterday. Probably shouldn't have escaped Syracuse if Syracuse has Boeheim. So, but we'll see. We'll see what they do. Next down the list, though, we got Rutgers and Michigan right there.
Yeah, Rutgers has a huge opportunity today against Iowa. That might really be their season. I don't know how much that slides them with an Iowa loss. It might slide them out of the tournament. Rutgers is a big opportunity. Michigan really fumbled the bag yesterday. Lost at Indiana, a 17-point lead, I think. Mm-hmm. They blew that. So those teams, they're both in tough situations. And Notre Dame also lost to Virginia Tech. I think Notre Dame's a little more secure than Rutgers and Michigan are, though.
We'll see. We'll see what Joe sees here. And then the last four in, we see Wyoming, Wake Forest, Xavier, and Indiana, Zach.
Yeah, the teams that really, Wake Forest, Xavier, blew big opportunities on Wednesday. It's the teams that they should have beat. They're looking really dicey to get in the tournament. Indiana, though, has a huge opportunity against Illinois today. And that game's an early morning game. So that's gonna be huge. I think Indiana's probably have to win that game.
They probably need to, especially with the people behind them still yet to play.
Yeah. All the first four out teams still yet to play.
And Wyoming today, just quickly, they got Boise State this evening tonight.
They do. I think that secures them for sure in with a Boise State win.
Yeah, I think so too. They play at 9:00 Eastern, I believe.
I think so too. It's gonna be a pretty late one.
Late one out there for the people in the Eastern time zone. But as we mentioned, the people in the first four out, they're all playing today, Zach.
They are. All these teams, they have opportunities to continue to improve their resume. So these teams, these last four in teams, man, they're going to be sweating it out because these first four out teams all have opportunities, big ones today.
Oklahoma coming off a win against Baylor yesterday, Zach.
Huge, big opportunity against, I think, Texas Tech today.
Yeah, they got Tech.
Okay, and so if they win that, I think you got to put them in. That's two huge wins in a row.
It'll be good. We got VCU and Texas A&M staying on the next four out. Those are the two that are left to play.
I think Texas A&M is the one that jumps out to me because they have the opportunity to play Auburn at 10 o'clock Mountain Time, so 12 o'clock Eastern Time today. So if they can win, also kind of like Oklahoma, if they can get a huge win like that, I think, man, they're right. They're at least in that conversation heavy.
Going to be interesting. And let's quickly talk about them. The next four out, we see BYU still hanging on, Zach.
Yeah, they're hanging by a thread. I think BYU, they're praying for everyone. Like all these teams in the first four out probably lose today to give them a chance. And then Virginia, they're really hanging by a thread. I don't see how they can get in, though.
We'll see. The bubble's really interesting, and it all gets mixed up if we get a bid thief.
Yes, some bid thieves will really hurt these bubble teams.
So we'll see what happens. But let's look at what the bracket looks like today, guys, according to Joe. And we'll go up. Oh, let's not start there. We're going to go all the way up and go start in, I believe this would be the West region, and it's the Gonzaga Bulldogs is the number one overall seed, taking on the winner of Nichols and Alcorn State. Zach, who do you like here?
Gonzaga for sure.
TCU and San Diego State. I like TCU in this game.
I like TCU too. They're playing fantastic recently. They're coming off that Texas win.
Yeah, they're playing and I'm sorry, watching the San Diego State game last night, it was painful, Zach.
It was. Like San Diego State, you know what you get with San Diego State. They're going to play phenomenal defense. They're going to struggle on offense, and they're going to be over-reliant on Matt Bradley at times. Just having one score at times can be good and can be really bad if he's not clicking. So I think TCU is just going to be able to score the ball a lot easier than San Diego State can.
UConn now taking on North Texas, Zach. And I know in our pre-show discussions, this is one we thought about.
Yeah, we did, because North Texas is still a team that looks very good, and they're very capable to beat UConn. But we talked about it. We're like, UConn is a team that we're getting some trust in, and we think they could definitely beat Nova tonight, especially after what Nova did yesterday against St. John's. We think UConn's definitely capable of making some type of a run in March.
Yeah, Nova kind of pulled the Houdini act there yesterday, but I do think UConn. I like what they have right now. They beat Seton Hall yesterday. They're starting to get moving, playing some good basketball. I think I trust them most in the Big East, if I'm being honest, of all the teams.
That's fair. They're looking good this year.
Now we got Arkansas taking on Vermont here, and the Hogs.
Yeah, I would love to have picked this upset. Like if it was anybody but the Hogs.
Yeah, if it's another 4, I think we're talking a different discussion.
But I think Arkansas is really good.
Alabama and Michigan, Zach, and it's a matchup of teams that lost yesterday. Kind of underwhelming. You don't know what you're going to get out of them on a given day. What do you like?
I think I like Alabama by a little because I don't know. Michigan doesn't have, like, Alabama at least has 3 guys who can possibly give you 20 on any given night. Michigan really has Hunter Dickinson, and Eli Brooks is okay. And I don't know. Michigan's hard to believe in. I have a hard time believing Michigan's even going to get an 11. I think they're in a play-in game at this point at 17 and 14. So I'm going to go Bama right now.
You can go Bama. This is so bad.
This is a bad matchup.
This is painful to pick. I just don't. I want to say Michigan because I don't trust Alabama, Zach.
No.
I watching that game last night. People that watch this channel know I've been cheering for Alabama a lot this year. They're one of the teams I picked at the start of the year to go to the Final Four and to make a run. But you just don't know what you're going to get, and you don't know what's going to show up out of Alabama, and it's so painful. And as much as Zach and I were talking, we said, look, this Alabama team, we're trashing on them now. Everyone's going to be trashing on them. They're going to go on a Final Four run because they have that potential if they get hot.
They do. Especially because they live and die by the 3. And sometimes you can really be living if you're hitting the 3. So,
but Alabama, I think, gets trust for one game.
One game.
Texas Tech now taking on Seattle. Tech here.
Yeah, I'm going with Tech.
Colorado State taking on San Francisco, taking on the Dons here, Zach. I think our Rams got this one.
I think our Rams got it too.
Wisconsin taking on Georgia State here.
Wisconsin.
And now we got Colorado State and Wisconsin, Zach. And I think this is a good game.
I think it's a really good game. I think it's close. I think I'm leaning Wisconsin a hair, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Colorado State pulls off the upset here.
No, I think anyone that, if you follow college basketball right now and you've had a chance to really look at what Colorado State's done this year, you see the potential and you see why this could be a good game and why Colorado State could easily walk out of that game with a win. Yeah,
I think you're exactly right. Yeah, if you've seen Colorado State, this is not a typical Mountain West team of these last few years. I think this is a great team. 25-4 right now. They could definitely do some damage.
Alabama and Texas Tech here, and Tech easily.
Yeah, Tech.
In my mind, I think Tech wins this one.
Yeah, I don't either.
UConn and Arkansas here. Hogs?
I like the Hogs still.
As much as we just sang the praises of UConn, I like the Hogs. I think the Hogs are a good team. Gonzaga taking on TCU here. And Gonzaga, but there's a caveat. I think TCU could do it.
I think TCU could do it too, because we've seen TCU. TCU is more than capable to knock off these highly ranked teams. We've seen them beat Kansas before. We just saw them beat Texas last night.
We might see them beat Kansas today.
I think this TCU team could definitely do this, and it would be close.
I think so too.
But I can go Gonzaga.
Gonzaga. Like I said, I picked Gonzaga, but I think it's gonna be close. I legitimately think Gonzaga gets scared here, man.
Yeah, I think they could too.
Arkansas and Gonzaga now, and they've had time to recover after this game. This would be the weekend right here, or this would be the week.
Yep.
Now we got Arkansas, and
I kind of want to.
I don't want to go Arkansas.
I think Arkansas could beat them. Gonzaga doesn't play a defense like Arkansas that often.
No,
Arkansas is tenacious on defense. They don't allow easy buckets, and a guy like Jalen Williams, I think, is close to the same skill level as Drew Timme. Now, Chet Holmgren's kind of an X factor, the 7'1" Slenderman. You know, he would be a tough guard for Arkansas, but I think they can do enough to limit him and try to push him out to the three. And Chet's a good 3-point shooter too, but I like Arkansas to get by though.
Yeah, I like Arkansas too. It was interesting listening to the halftime show of I think it was the Florida State and Syracuse game the other day. They talked about Gonzaga. It was after Gonzaga's game against St. Mary's. And they said the area of concern for Gonzaga right now is that their bigs don't get low enough. They got to get lower. And watching some of it, I see it. They got to get a little lower.
Especially because they can outsize a lot of teams.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of that. We'll see. But at the same time, this is when Gonzaga really the season starts on Thursday for Gonzaga.
It does.
It hasn't started yet. We all knew Gonzaga was winning the West Coast unless somehow St. Mary's pulled one off, or unless someone upset them. But we knew they'd fairly easily win it. And now it starts. This is where their legacies will get made. This is where everyone will get judged. So we'll see. Tech taking on Wisconsin here, Zach, and I like Wisconsin. I just don't like the way Tech's been playing lately.
You like Wisconsin? Tech was impressive last night, winning by 31.
Yeah.
But we know Iowa State. We know their struggles on offense. Iowa State can struggle mightily. I can go Wisconsin with you. I can
Iowa State here right now. I think, or not Tech. My heart, like something tells us to take Tech. I think maybe Tech wins tonight against Oklahoma, and then we're seeing a different story. Like, who knows? Tech might go win the Big 12 tournament, and Zach and I will be thrilled.
Yeah,
we like Tech.
We do.
We've been cheering for Tech on this show for a long time, but I think just they're struggling a little bit. And last night, you're right, they did.
They looked great last night. So I'd probably lean Tech normally, but this is close to 50-50 still. So I can go Wisconsin with you.
Arkansas taking on Wisconsin here, and do we want to go Hogs, Zach?
I think I want to go Hogs. I think they're this good. I really
do. I get behind that.
I think they're Final Four good this year. They were close last year.
Yeah, I was gonna say they gave a run last year and they could have done it. And the team they could have done it against right here is the next team we're talking about, the Baylor Bears.
And then Baylor, walking by Norfolk State.
They walk past that one. I got a take on Baylor, but we'll talk about it later. We got Memphis taking on Seton Hall here, and I think you want to lead the Pirates, don't you?
I do. I think this is. I'm kind of surprised that Memphis is an 8 seed right now. I just don't feel like their resume is 8 seed worthy. So I think Seton Hall probably has a resume better than a 9 seed. They're still 6-6 in quad one games. So I like Seton Hall.
LSU taking on the winner of Wyoming and Wake Forest, and I like LSU here, Zach.
I can go LSU. Yeah.
LSU's been winning you over, haven't they?
They have, since they've gotten Xavier Pinson back, which that's been huge for them. He's averaged 14-6 in his last 4 games, 14.6 assists. And I think with Xavier Pinson, this LSU team's a lot better. They were struggling there for a while without him.
When you add in their defense, right? You got Xavier Pinson, you add in that defense.
They can win a lot. They can win some games for sure.
Yeah. Illinois taking on Toledo here. And Toledo, let's go Rockets.
No.
I think Illini get this one.
I think so too. I think they're just tough to upset with the way our roster is.
We'll see though. Illinois might lose today. If they lose today, that might do some damage to their seed line. You might see them all the way down to a 5.
We could. That'd be really sad. Hopefully we don't see that.
Ohio State taking on Davidson here today. And Zach, I like Davidson.
I like Davidson too. Ohio State took that terrible loss to Penn State last night.
We predicted that one.
We did. We predicted in our Big Ten video.
We finally got one right, guys. Yeah. No, Ohio State hasn't looked convincing lately. No,
they've been not looking great. And out there, outside of Liddell and Branham, there's not a lot to like on Ohio State's roster this year.
Villanova taking on Longwood here. I like Nova, Zach.
I go Nova, but I think it's close.
USC and Miami, and Zach, I kind of like the Hurricanes.
I do too. Like they had that close game with Boston College yesterday, but I like the way their roster's made up. It's made up of some, like, on an individual level, they have a lot of talented players.
Mm-hmm. So you know what's going to happen though, dude? Zach, Duke's going to go out there, finally show up for a game and absolutely wax Miami tonight after we just picked them.
Oh, that would make me so mad.
But we'll see.
Go Canes tonight, baby.
Kentucky taking on Jacksonville State here. Jacksonville State is a team that frankly should not be in the tournament right now, Zach.
No, they shouldn't. It should. I hate the 4-year transition rule that NCAA has, because it should be Bellarmine in the tournament.
And then it should be Jacksonville after Jacksonville State.
I would agree. Why not give it to the second place team? Why give it to the team that loses to Bellarmine? I don't get that rule. But Jacksonville State's the beneficiary of it, and they're in the freaking in the tournament now.
And I think they take that as an advantage. I think they get hot off it. I think Jacksonville State wins this game. No, I think Kentucky wins this one here.
Yeah, Kentucky.
They prove all of us wrong here.
That'd be awesome.
Kentucky and Miami. Do we like the Canes again?
I like the Canes again.
Yeah.
And people probably we like Kentucky, and I still think they're good, but this just seems like an upset that could happen because of Miami can kind of match up fairly well against Kentucky this year. And Miami's 4-1 in quad one games. Like, we've seen them beat Duke on the road. We've seen Miami pull off good wins. They slaughtered North Carolina, I think about a month ago from now, by like 25. I think this Miami team is actually really good. They kind of played bad yesterday, but I like their roster, and I think they can pull off an upset against the Kentucky.
Yeah, I can feel that. Davidson taking on Nova here, Zach, and Villanova here.
Yeah, I can go Nova.
The Houdinis. Man, I know it was a foul, but he bailed them out with that call last night. Zach and I had a debate about it. I didn't like the fact that the guy sat there looking to get fouled instead of taking a shot, especially when you're 2 feet away from the hoop.
Yeah, we definitely disagreed on whether that was a foul or not.
I just think you got to let the guy's going to put it on net there. Like, yeah, I don't know. LSU taking on Illinois. Illini probably, right?
Yeah, you say the one. Illini, yeah, for sure. I think it's a tough one because LSU does play good defense. They probably muddy up the game a little bit, but I think we can pull it out.
Baylor and Seton Hall here, Zach, and I don't like Baylor.
Let's go Seton Hall.
You like Seton Hall?
I think, like, they didn't play great yesterday, but Seton Hall they need to rest because Seton Hall's had injury issues this entire season. Kadari Richmond played last night. He hadn't played in a while. Aiken still hasn't played. I need to look at his status. But if Seton Hall gets healthy, Seton Hall's a talented team.
Yeah.
And Baylor is also having injury issues. But if Seton Hall gets hot, I mean, I think Seton Hall can beat them and put them into the Sweet 16.
All right, I'm going to take the floor here for a quick minute here, Zach.
Okay.
What have we been talking about on this show? People that are new here, I'll explain it to you, what we've been saying about Baylor. But people that have watched us know my feelings on Baylor, and Zach shares similar feelings, maybe not as strongly as I do, but they're undersized down low, especially without Jonathan Tchamwa. And we saw Oklahoma yesterday take advantage of it. They were posting up guys in the paint. The people on the TV were talking about it and pointing it out. I watched that game and I saw it, and I'm just like, Baylor can't go far if they got anyone with size against them.
And another concern is probably yours too, is the lack of, they have no more than a 7-man rotation right now.
No.
And I just don't see how you can win game after game in the tournament.
I mean, a 6-man rotation, if you count that bum Matthew Meyer after what he did at the end of the game too.
That's true. Raising, I don't know what he was doing. He dunked it and like did some raising the roof.
Wow.
He is kind of a
clown. But this is my take, Zach. If there are people that still believe in Baylor out there, I do not at all. If Baylor wins the national championship, I will shave my head, I'll get a buzz cut, and I will carve the BU logo into the side of my head.
I like it.
That is how strongly I feel that Baylor will not win the national championship this year.
That's fair. I'm with you. I don't see how this team can get to the Final Four with their makeup right now. And if this is a healthy Baylor team, it's a different story. But as they're not, so I just don't see how it can happen.
We got Seton Hall now, though. Let's transition. Mm-hmm. Seton Hall taking on Illinois here, and probably Illini.
I think Illinois. Yeah, I think it would be a tough guard for Seton Hall down low. Even though Seton Hall's got some decent bigs themselves.
Villanova and Miami, Zach. Do we keep the Canes dancing against the Houdini Villanova Wildcats?
I think we do.
Yeah.
The Canes. Yeah. Another thing I want to say about Miami is how experienced they are. They are almost all seniors in the starting lineup. They're either 5th or 6th year seniors, and I think they start 1 4th-year junior right now. Like they're old, they're experienced. I think this Miami team really has a run in them, I think.
Now we got Illinois and Miami, Zach. Kane stop dancing here.
Or do we want that 10
We could go. I could go with it.
We're already sending Miami so hard. And I think they have enough scores. When you have 3, Charlie Moore, their point guard, Wong at the other guard, and then McGusty, who was all SEC player this year. I think Miami could do it. This will be our team ACC to get hot. Player. Yeah, all ACC. Yeah. Let's go Miami to the Final Four.
Let's go. Let's send it. We need someone. We need a big run here. So we got a 10 and a 4 so far in our Final Four, Zach.
I love it. That's what you want to see.
Let's keep moving here. Kansas and Long Beach State. And I like the Jayhawks.
Yeah, I like Kansas.
Waxing Michigan. Or what? How about I say it right? West Virginia. They waxed West Virginia yesterday.
Yeah, blowout from the start.
Marquette taking on Murray State here. I kind of almost want to say the Racers.
I'm going to go Murray State too. Marquette has been struggling down the stretch here.
Yeah. Iowa taking on South Dakota State here. Iowa put up 112 yesterday.
Crazy.
But South Dakota State can score too.
Yeah, these teams both like to get up and down the court. I want to go with South Dakota State.
I can go with South Dakota State. I can definitely go with it. The Jackrabbits are dangerous in that 12-5 game. Another classic 12-5 upset.
I think this one's super likely.
I could see it very likely happening too. UCLA now taking on Princeton and UCLA.
Yeah, I'm going to go UCLA.
Houston taking on Notre Dame here, Zach. And I don't think we like either of these teams either.
No, I'm not feeling confident on either team. I think I trust Notre Dame a little less, but I could do either. If you have a feeling on this one, I really don't. If you want Notre Dame for the 11 over 6
here. I think we hate on Houston a lot on this channel. I think there's reason for us to, or not hate on. We're against Houston a lot on this channel just because we think that they've exceeded expectations and they've come down to earth a little bit. But I do think they're gonna win this game. I have enough faith in them for that. I think we said they're gonna be a 6 around tournament time.
Yeah.
At one point they're up to a 2, I think.
Yeah.
And we said at the end they're gonna be down to a 6. And there they are at a 6. Purdue taking on Montana State. I like the Boilermakers.
Yeah, for sure. Purdue.
Boise State taking on Creighton. I like Creighton, Zach.
Yeah, Creighton played phenomenal yesterday and beating Marquette by 11, and Boise State barely beats Nevada. So, and not even just that win, that Creighton win versus UConn was also huge. That's not 2 big wins without Nembhard for Creighton. Maybe they can do some damage without Nembhard.
Auburn taking on St. Peter's. Auburn?
Yeah, Auburn.
Auburn and Creighton, and I legitimately could see Creighton winning this one. I think Auburn wins it more often than not, but I could see Creighton winning it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's actually a good game, but we can go Auburn.
I think I do agree. It's a great game. It's 5-4 Auburn probably. Yeah. Houston taking on Purdue here. Purdue,
I think. Yeah. I just don't know if Houston's going to be able to score enough points with Purdue.
No. South Dakota State taking on UCLA, Zach. And
what do you think? I could go Jackrabbits.
I could do the Rabbits.
Let's go Jackrabbits. Jackrabbits can get hot.
Yeah.
They can really score it.
I'd love to see the Jackrabbits make it to the second weekend.
I would too.
Kansas taking on Murray State here. Jayhawks?
Yeah, I like the Jayhawks. Get this one.
Jayhawks taking on South Dakota State.
I think the run probably against
Jayhawks here.
Yeah, Jayhawks, yeah.
Purdue taking on Auburn. This is a matchup we in our comment section that got talked about in our last video.
Yeah, I did actually. And then here, I think, and this would be Mike, because everyone in this channel that's watched this, they know how much I hate Auburn. And I do not think this is a championship team for Auburn either. And I'll shave an AU into my head if Auburn wins the championship game.
Why is Auburn not winning this game, Zach?
Their guard, people that for the new people, their guards aren't consistent enough. Like Wendell Green, I'm sure we've all seen him jack 30-footers with 20 seconds on the shot clock. KD Johnson's also erratic. They turn the ball over too much. I love Walker Kessler and Jabari Smith. And if they had better guards around them, they'd win a national championship, but they don't. Their guards they're not good. And so I like Purdue to win. I think you can trust in them a little more. Their defense isn't very good, but I still think you can trust in them.
I think I echo a lot of the same points Zach makes there. So we'll send them. We'll send the Boilermakers here.
Let's do it.
But now we got the Boilermakers taking on Kansas, Zach.
Purdue has been that team that I've really believed in the whole year.
Yeah.
Like I've lost obviously a little bit of faith with their lack of defense. I lean Boilermakers a little bit still. I do still just a little.
I don't know. I'm a little torn because my faith in Purdue has definitely slipped, and my thoughts of them showing up for this long are slim. But in this matchup, what I talk about often with Kansas is the fact that they're going to get eaten alive inside.
And this is one of the best interior teams.
Yeah. Which says Purdue to me, but I think something tells me Kansas could win this game, but I that's just a gut feeling. That's more a gut feeling than an actual logical reasoning. So logically, I think Purdue wins it though.
Okay, let's do it.
That one took some thinking though.
That was a tough Kansas Purdue would be a nice matchup.
Arizona taking on Wright State or Bryant here, Zach. Bryant, good old Bryant is a little bit of a team that had some drama this week.
Yeah, they did. There was the fight broke out between Wagner and Bryant and Peter Kiss.
I want to see Peter Kiss in the Bryant Bulldogs get out of the 16 seed so we can see a little more of them.
I do too, because Peter Kiss was like flapping wings again.
He's blowing kisses, doing push-ups. Like
the dude's a character. Leads the nation in scoring. Like it was hilarious to see that.
But now let's go to North Carolina taking on Iowa State here, Zach, and NC.
Yeah, UNC's playing great lately.
Texas taking on the winner of Xavier and Indiana. Texas,
probably Texas, yeah.
But Texas lost yesterday. Xavier's a team we had some faith in earlier.
I could see. I don't really see Indiana being Texas. I know it's like most people are probably like, how can you believe in Xavier at all? I still, if they can get into the tournament, I still think they could flip it around and maybe win a game in March.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hopefully they can turn it around.
Providence taking on Chattanooga here. I think we got an upset, Zach.
I do too. Providence barely beat Butler yesterday, and Chattanooga is better than Butler.
Yeah.
So I think using that logic and what I've seen in Providence earlier in the year, Chattanooga can beat them.
St. Mary's taking on Rutgers. St. Mary's.
I like St. Mary's. They're playing good. Like they hung tough with Gonzaga again in the West Coast Championship.
Tennessee and Colgate. Tennessee. Michigan State, Loyola, Chicago.
This one's tough.
Yeah.
I think I like Sparty. We can go Sparty in a close one.
Yeah.
Because these two teams played earlier and it was close in the year, but I'll go Sparty.
Duke and Delaware here. The Blue Hens winning the AQ. I like the Blue Hens.
Blue Hens, baby.
No, Duke.
Yeah, I wish. That'd be a historic upset for Coach K's last game.
Oh, another Iona story. That'd be great. Or Lehigh, sorry.
Yeah, Lehigh.
Another Lehigh. Duke and Michigan State, and I think Duke wins this one again.
Yeah, that's an easy one for Duke.
Tennessee, St. Mary's here. And let's go the Vols in this time.
Yeah, because I could see either winning. So let's go Vols.
Texas taking on Chattanooga.
I like Chattanooga. This might be their year. They had like the first March Madness moment with David Jean-Baptiste, like 40-footer that he shot. Yeah. That was so sweet.
Arizona taking on North Carolina, Zach, and Wildcats.
And probably a good game though. Because
I think so too.
North Carolina can actually match up with the bigs of Arizona. So to keep it close.
I think the only 1-8 that we haven't really thought was going to be a good game was this Kansas. Who'd Kansas play?
Murray State.
I think and that's even going to be a good game.
Yeah.
They could see an upset on. So I think the 1-8s this year look really good.
They do. 2-1s could lose. Possibly.
2-1s could not make it out of the weekend. So we'll see. Arizona now taking on Chattanooga. Zona.
Yeah, I think Arizona probably proves too much at that point.
Tennessee and Duke. Vols for me.
Yeah, Vols.
Duke's we were so close to my perfect day yesterday, Zach. We were so close to a Nova loss. We were so close to a Duke loss, and we had a Baylor loss.
That would have
been perfect. And a Kansas waxing.
Yes.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Hey, we had Duke might lose today though, and Nova.
Duke is going to lose today because our Hurricanes. We put a lot of stock in them.
We did.
Oh, please, Miami, show up. Show. Someone get this video in the Canes locker room before the game.
Real.
Well, they need it. Now Arizona taking on Tennessee, and I like the Vols. Zach.
You like the Vols?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably lean Arizona a little, but I can go Vols here though. to set up a matchup we saw in the past.
Set it up. I think just we got to take in a little bit to account yesterday's performance from Arizona and when picking this game.
That was a little concerning. Stanford is not good. So to almost lose to them is a little concerning.
So we got to take that into account a little bit. And that's the tipping point for me to pick Tennessee over Arizona. Now we got Tennessee taking on Purdue, though, Zach. And I like the Vols kind of.
You like the Vols?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go Purdue here.
Okay.
I think because if Purdue can get to this point, I think they've had to right their defensive issues at least to some point.
Yeah.
You know, on an athleticism standpoint and honestly, just on a just true raw talent standpoint, I'm not sure if there's anybody better than Purdue in the entire country.
Yeah.
When it comes to just raw, just talent. Maybe you can argue Gonzaga, but I lean Purdue here, but it's a close one. I'm going to go Purdue in this one.
I can get behind you on Purdue, I guess. That point you make is really interesting to me about how they had to have righted their ship if they're going to make it this far.
Yeah, because it's like Purdue either gets bounced early with their defensive issues,
mm-hmm.
or I think they got to figure it out, or they figure it out. And I still think they're capable of figuring out their defensive issues.
Yeah. So let's spend the Boilermakers. I like that point you made that they had to have figured it out. Now, Arkansas taking on Miami here, Zach.
I think Miami's run has to end here.
Yeah.
As a 10 seed, it's pretty unlikely. Like a 10 seed's made it to the Final Four, but to make it to the finals, I don't know.
We got the Hogs winning that. And now we got the Hogs and Purdue. And Zach, what do we like?
This is tough. I guess. Well, what I'm leaning towards is Purdue because of kind of the same thing. If they've righted the ship, I think there's too much matchup issues for Arkansas in this one because I don't know. This is tough for me. I like both these teams.
I like Arkansas too, but I
think Purdue's probably a little too much for them.
Yeah.
If Purdue can get to this point.
If Purdue gets this far, I think they're too much.
I think they're too much.
What's their score here, Zach?
We'll go in this. Let's go 77, 74.
77-74 is your final score. The Purdue Boilermakers are your 2021-2022 national champions, cutting down the nets in New Orleans this year.
Sir.
That's what we think is going to happen. Guys, can you believe it? That's our last hypothetical bracketology, Zach.
It's kind of crazy. We've been making these since like the 1st of February, and now we got a real bracket coming on Sunday. I'm excited.
Yeah, so Zach and I are going to try and go live on YouTube here for that. So check it out. Be following our page. In order to know we're going live, you got to like and subscribe, guys. So like, subscribe, get on us and get ready for it because we're going to have that live reactions to the seeds getting revealed. And then right after that, we're going to cut off our live feed and we're going to film our bracketology. We're going to have that up for you Sunday night. And then we're going to have a lot more videos coming out for you next week. Zach's going to go over the mid-majors and some of the Cinderella potentials for you guys to try and get you guys ready for the brackets. We want our guys to have the best success we can.
Yeah.
So get ready for it. Also, we're going to have an open league or open tournament group on the ESPN Fantasy app. So all you guys can get in with us. We're going to have our own bracket in this bracketology so that you guys can compare to us and maybe you guys beat us.
Yeah. We want to see as many of you guys in that tournament challenge so we can see who comes out on top.
So we're going to have that up in our video on Wednesday or Sunday. We'll talk about that more. Look forward to that. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Enjoy the basketball. Enjoy the conference tournament finals. Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
I appreciate you guys. See you.
See you guys.